um, for me, creates a lot of balance in a person. I changed for vegan 9 years ago in 2012, and it's from one day for another. I was having a very big lamb with a big Portuguese meal, very meat, and I was so full that I looked at my wife and said, "From today, I will not eat meat," and I never eat meat again. But the philosophy is not only the healthy, is also the philosophy of not the human but the life aspect. Not contributing to kill the animals and to develop this kind of industry. So we start to be vegan. Then my wife also, and then the children, because they had to choose by themselves if they want or not. And 2015 also my kid starts to be vegan, and we live perfectly with that. Today I cannot imagine to put pork or to put chicken or lamb inside of my body, because to put dead animals inside of my body will make me confusion. But of course I respect the people who do it, of course. I don't agree. This is up to each one. If you ask me, I support a lot this kind of philosophy.
And also one follow-up question, that have you has been everywhere, a lot of places like Portugal or Brazil or in Korea. So you met lots of good players. Then have you been able to encourage any players from trying that, trying vegan food?
Look, only if the player comes to make some questions. I share my experience. I'm saying that I'm vegan, why I'm vegan, but I don't press nobody to do it, even if it is a player. I had some players that become vegan also after we share some conversations, but it was their own will. I don't hide this because it's what I am, and I promote something that I believe. I don't press, but yeah, at least we have to, how to say, destroy the dogma. I'm saying correct?
Yes.
The dogma of that you cannot be an athlete without meat, and this is a completely out of, how to say,
false concept.
Fake, false concept. So you can find much better protein in the vegan food, and you will feel much more balanced, because it's also scientifically proved that the people that eat meat are more aggressive, and this is scientifically proven. It's not what I am saying. And you become much more calm, and your body, your skin, everything, your senses, everything is different. And I know by my experience. Okay, I don't know if it happens with all of the people. Many people share the same, but my experience was that I was feeling different on my body, on my spirit, on my mind, that I'm different when I was not vegan, and now I'm vegan. But this comes also about the connection or the start of my spiritual path in 2012. You have a question for that?
Please carry on.
Keep going. We have lost the question.
Yeah. So in 2012, I met my master, my spiritual master. He's Paramahansa Vishwananda. So he's a Hindu master, and I'm not a religion person. I respect, but even I was not connected with God or something. It was for me respecting it, because in Portugal most of the people are Catholic, and I was okay. For me was I respect. Yeah, but in 2012 I was. I did. One person of my family came to me and said, why you don't do Atma Kriya Yoga? So Atma in Sanskrit means soul, and Kriya means action with awareness. And yoga, most of the people doesn't know, but yoga means connection with the divine. The word yoga can be literally translated for path or for connection with the divine. So Atma Kriya Yoga is like the yoga of the soul, the awareness of the divine in all your actions. I said this relative that I have, she said, why you don't do it? I said, "Yeah, okay, why not? Yeah." And I went there and I was completely fall in love with that course. And 1 hour after I start, I just looked to the teacher and I said to myself, I will teach this. Yeah. And of course, one thing brings to another, and I was like, who put this in the world? Who is sharing this in the world? Because it's like a set of 15 exercises, not hatha yoga, so not physical exercises, but meditation, pranayama, that is breathing. So everything to find your balance, prayer, so everything to find your balance. And it was very curious. I just, yeah, let's go to meet the master who put this in the world. And when I saw him first time, I remember when I saw him first time, it was like, wow, this is amazing. Yeah. What is this? It was my question. What is this? But because it's completely strange. You never experienced nothing like that. And when I saw him walking in my direction, I was like, wow, yeah, like something much bigger than his body. So, and yeah, we spoke 3 minutes. Then I went for a darshan. Darshan is like a divine sight. It's like a blessing. Yeah. And I went for this darshan, and when I received that look, that sight, I was like, wow. Yeah. And yeah, then I start to do my meditation every day, daily basis in the last 9 years, at least 3 minutes or 5 per day until 24 hours. It's up to you to decide. And to practice Atma Kriya Yoga, in 2013 I became a teacher. I start to give courses also, and yeah, this is my life. I cannot say that this is my spiritual life because I don't like to divide it. It's my life. It's part of my life. It's who I am, and from that point, yeah, I can say that I learned to love more the everything that is related with my life, including myself. And when you love yourself better or more, you start also to love what you do more, or with other people, with what you are, etc. So this was a big transformation, and today I'm a devotee of Paramahansa Vishwananda, and I went several times to India in pilgrimage, and to have a lot of experiences, and yeah, it is amazing, and yeah, everybody in the family is also devoted, so.
It's a lesson for everybody, really, to treat others how you want to be treated. And
the perspective is, I would like to treat the others being myself, respecting the others, and not get something in change.
So it's all about your view to others, and it doesn't matter what others.
It doesn't matter what you have, because expectations is what brings suffering. Yeah, I like you. I expect that you like me. Yeah, or we can go for the job. Yeah, I'm here and I want to win the Asian Champions League, and then if you don't win, you suffer. Yeah. So if you live the present, if you are in your day, and you just enjoy. So I don't have expectations for tomorrow. I have expectations to enjoy my life, and not trying to get something in change. And naturally, what you accept, what God brings to you, and if you accept that, you just live with that in a good way. So if it changed to Korea in 24 hours, it's to change to Korea. So God's will. Let's do it.
Fascinating.
Wow.
Thank you for explaining that to us.
That's really like a good explanation about your your ideology or like spiritual way. Thank you.
Yeah, we can spend many hours about that. Don't thank me.
So, on that note, there's one picture which I saw circulating online amongst supporters, and it's one of a quote on a whiteboard. And it says, "Apart from the action done in a spirit of sacrifice, the world is bound by action. Being free from attachment, you must act with this purpose alone." And this was accompanied by verse 3 from the Bhagavad Gita. Is that right?
Bhagavad Gita? Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
The primary holy scripture for Hinduism, which states that there are two paths leading to enlightenment, the path of knowledge and the path of work. Can you please explain how you've been using such quotes and the purpose of using this as a training method for your players?
Very good. I'm very grateful for your job. Can I stand up?
Yeah, of course you can.
This is our verses of Bhagavad Gita, and of course we adapt. No, it's not an adaptation. So Bhagavad Gita is like a life manual. Yeah. Of course, it's not religious. It's a life manual. It's a story, but a story from a warrior that is struggling if he should fight or not.
Okay.
Yeah. And Krishna came and tell him in 700 verses why he should fight.
Okay.
So there is 18 verses in the Bhagavad Gita. 18 chapters and 700 verses. And the first 6 chapters is about the soul, the nature of the soul. Is about the action that human being does, why I do this action, what I have to expect from this action. So we call that karma yoga. So karma is like action and consequence.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you have the yoga, the path, and how you should act in the world. Yeah? Then the next 6 verses are more approaching to the devotion part. So you go acting in the world in the service of something, yeah, devoting something. Okay, so the love is inside also in that part. And the last 6 chapters are the resume of the two 12 chapters. So in the very short resume is the Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, and what we do is that we present the verses of the Gita before each match.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them came from the preseason also. Yeah, and if we can say here, chapter 2, verse 31, for a warrior there is nothing superior to fighting in the righteous war. So, if you are a football player, there is nothing superior that you play the righteous game.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our dharma. It means that this is our duty. Our duty is to play football. If you are a football player or if you are a coach, you should coach.
Sure.
So you should not come out of that duty. If you are coming out of that duty, you are going against your dharma, against your function in the world. Yeah. So, but happy are the warriors that have such opportunity. Yeah. And everything is accord to do what it should be. But the one that you were saying, I believe this is this one, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 3, verse 9.
Yes.
Apart from the action, then in the spirit of sacrifice.
This world is bound by action. Being free from attachment, you must act with this purpose.
So this is clearly the way that he said sacrifice, that Krishna said to Arjuna, that is the warrior, sacrifice is an act of love. You sacrifice yourself for something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? It's not you sacrifice your life or you sacrifice, no, you sacrifice your time, you sacrifice, you are not selfish. Yeah, I'm playing for the team, I'm sacrificing for the team. Yeah, I do this sacrifice for the team. Because what? Why? Because I cannot run away from action. We have to act. But how we act? With an act of sacrifice. So not being selfish, for example. And being free from attachment. And this is one of the crucial sentences, is that if I do something, I should not try to get the fruits of my action. And this is chapter 2, verse 47. I believe that we have it here. Yeah? Okay? You have the right to act, but not to the fruits of your action. So don't do something to get something in reward. Just do it, because it's your duty. And if you don't want something in reward, you will be happy, because you are not expecting nothing, and what it comes will come. Yeah? And this is clear, one of the main things of what is karma yoga, is acting without getting the fruits of the action. Yeah? And do not allow that rewards to be the motive of your action. Yeah? I want to be the top scorer. No. You want to be a team player.
So you're trying to form this team mentality through the use of...
Yeah, there is many ways to drive the team for a team spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And for forgetting about yourself and put the team in front of everything. And one of the ways that I used is the Bhagavad Gita. And then the controlling of the mind is very important, because you have to act with your heart, controlling your mind. So like in chapter 6, verse 6, the mind can be the best friend or the worst enemy.
Sure.
Yeah, because the mind is very, very strong. So if it is very strong, if it is dry, if we drive the mind in the right way, we know what to do inside of the pitch. We know the tactical. We know the connection with the players. We know the tasks. So my mind is focused. Now I have to put my heart. Yeah, and if I put my heart with the right driving of the mind, I will be succeed. Yeah, and of course, to control the mind is very difficult, because the mind is like compared to a lamp that which should not flicker in the windless place. So even Krishna is saying to Arjuna, this is a very, very difficult, because we all have mind and we all have judgment, expectations, desires, yeah, and these desires are the main reason that's what to bring unhappiness. I desire this, then I have a new car, but 2 months after I want a better car because this car is not good enough, and etc. I want to play, I want to win the Champions League. So all the desires can bring you happiness. And if you live in your day happy with what you have your dharma. And when one practices the dharma, is going again according to his own nature. So more or less is up to this. But very good job, man.
Very interesting.